This is Steve Ridgel and Remy. Say hi, Remy. And I talked a little bit the other day about how to talk to your family about Jesus. And I thought I'd follow it up a little bit today with some suggestions, maybe some hints for how to talk to your friends who are not believers, how to talk to them about Jesus. And a couple of things are just like I talked about with family. One is pray. The most important thing you can do is pray. Pray for your friends by name. Pray for God to give you an opening. Pray for God to help you know when it's appropriate to share your story or to invite them, and then pray for the courage to speak. That's really an important thing. Number two, I'm a big believer in inviting. Invite your friends over and do life with them. If you're friends, you ought to, but go to eat, have them over, drink coffee, whatever it is you do with friends. Those things are important. But also invite them to your church things. Now, if they don't come, that's okay. Don't ever make them feel pressured. But it's okay to say we're starting a special Bible class series this week. Would you like to come? Our children's ministry starts their new quarter this Sunday. Would you like to bring your kids? It's Easter. It's Christmas. It's Mother's Day. If one of you guys is preaching one Sunday or are doing something, you can say, hey, I'm doing this. I'm doing the Communion Thought Sunday. Would you like to come to church? And who knows? But I'm big on it. If your church has special events, I really encourage you to invite your friends to those. And by special events, I mean things like this. We have a guy coming in this week to talk about caring for aging parents. Or we have somebody coming in to do a seminar on finances, or raising teenagers, or healthier marriages, or whatever it is. Those are great things to invite friends to. But a couple of other suggestions I give you. One is be sure you live authentic in front of them. And if they're really your friends, you hang out a lot, and sometimes you do something that's not really what Jesus would have you do, it's okay to say to your friend, hey, you know what, I'm sorry. You know me. You know that's not how I want to live, and I'm sorry for that, and please help hold me accountable. That's a great thing to say. Be authentic in this way too. It's okay to say, hey, do you mind if I pray over our meal? That's okay to do. If they're at your house, certainly pray over your meal. But be authentic in your Christianity with them. Serve them without strings attached. Now, if they're really your friend, you're going to do that. But do that. But here's the other thing I'd really suggest. Friends sometimes say things like this to each other. So, how's it going? Now, most of my best friends are Christians, I'm going to tell you, but I have a few that I would consider friends who are not Christians. And sometimes when we're talking and they say, how are things going? Well, I think that's an open invitation to say something about Jesus. Well, it's really good. I want to tell you about my friend we've been helping, I've been doing for, and they're talking about Jesus. Or, man, this guy was just baptized into Christ, and it was really a neat thing because. So when they say something, or talk about even your struggles, man, it's been really hard. My parents are sick, or my kid, how our kids are, and I'm really restless. I'm praying a lot about. Well, friends just share what's going on, but it also gives you a chance to remind them that you think the answer to those things is found in Jesus. And if they ever say, man, you sure are big on that church thing, that's a great time to say, well, yeah, I am, and I guess you do know that because you're my friend. Can you come over sometime and let me tell you really why Jesus matters so much to me? That's great. Or, yeah, I do think the best thing I can do in my parents' situation or my kids is pray because, well, if you got time for me to tell you some of the ways God's answered prayer for me, or if he's really your friend in the middle of your crisis, when he's there and you say, God is, boy, maybe that's the chance to say, thank you for being there with me through. You saw how would you like for me to share with you? Can I share with you? If they're really, now somebody says, yeah, but if I say that to my friend, they may quit being my friend. You know what? If they do, that's okay. They really weren't friends because a real friend doesn't say, what's the most important thing in the world to you? Oh, quit that if you want to be my friend. Keep that out of your life if you're going to be my friend. I don't do that. I don't. So if they say, I want to be your friend, but not with the Jesus stuff, well, you kind of just cut me out. Or if they say, yeah, you Christians are against this and that's so, no, can I tell you why I don't think that's judgmental or harsh? Can I share with you why I think? But if they say, hey, if you're going to believe that, I'm out. Okay. Because if it comes to God or you, I want God's friend first. because that's my first and highest command, is to love God with everything I have, and then to love people. So I hope these hints will help you talk to your friends about the most important thing in their life and your life, and that's Jesus.